everybody thinks they're inflamed. That's all you hear about nowadays on social media, that inflammation is the one thing that's not letting you lose weight, not letting you build muscle, not letting you fix your energy or recovery. It's the main driver of everything going wrong in your life, when most people don't even know how inflamed they are, if they are at all. And that is because most doctors don't even pull the right tests on your physical or normal blood test. So what you're actually seeing doesn't actually tell you whether you're inflamed or not, because it's not even telling you that data. You can't feel it or see in the mirror. So how is it that you're supposed to just tell that you are inflamed when it's not something you are seeing on your blood test in front of you? The thing is, one of my clients actually came to me 3 months ago. And before we even did anything, of course, we ran his comprehensive blood work and got that down. And one of the first markers we were looking at was his hs-CRP, his high sensitivity C-reactive protein, the best marker you can test to actually see how inflamed you are and what is going on with that. And he marked down at a 5.2. Now, a 5.2 is very, very, very high. That is at the top of the reference range where you do not want to be. So it really told us something of what was going on. And then only 3 months later, this week, we tested again, and he got down to a 0.2, less than a 0.2. The most optimal place you can be for one of the most significant symptoms that you can be dealing with of what inflammation actually deals with. So in the first place, how did he actually get up to 5.2? How did we get him down to less than 0.2? And how are we going to make it so he can actually stay there? Well, I'm going to go through all of that in this video, so make sure you stick around. This isn't even everything. So there's going to be a few more sections of this. There's 3 on here. We're going to go through all of them and teach you exactly how you cannot let your inflammation get to these high of points, because it will show, and how exactly you can get them down to these levels of 0.2 where my client and myself are. And you can copy exactly what I'm telling you. The thing is, first you have to understand what inflammation even is, because there are 2 kinds, and most people actually lump them together. The first is acute inflammation, and it's good. This is the good inflammation, right? You roll your ankle, right? You have a cut, your immune system floods the area, and things need to happen to actually repair that damage. And then this is the important part. It actually shuts off, right? So everything kind of floods in, it heals and shuts off, and it's good. Job done. That's your body working exactly the way it's supposed to. And the second type of inflammation is chronic. And this is the shit you don't want to deal with. This is the low-grade fire that never actually shuts off, right? It's not responding to one injury. It's just kind of smoldering in the background day after day, year after year. And because it's low grade, you don't really feel it. And that is exactly what makes it so bad, because if you don't know anything's going on, just right, chances are you aren't going to know you're sitting at a 5.2. There's not really anything you can do without it because you're just ignorant of it. You don't know it's there, and that is a big problem. Well, where does inflammation actually come from, right? Most people think it's just some mystery disease that, spawns out of nowhere, and there's some anomaly into the human race, and they are singled out among the billions of other people who haven't dealt with this before. Well, guess what? If you think you're one of those people, you're wrong, and get yourself in check, because that's not how it works, right? The 2 biggest drivers are your body fat and immune cells. Because when you do have excess body fat and you do have overactive immune cells, they're going to produce something called IL-6. Basically, IL-6 is a signaling molecule that tells your liver to make CRP. Does CRP sound familiar? Well, it should, because that's exactly what we're trying to test. But why should you even care about this if you can't even feel it? If you're dealing with chronic inflammation, what's the point if you don't even know it's there? Because of what it's quietly doing to you that you aren't aware of. One of the biggest things that chronic inflammation actually drives is increasing your risk for overall heart disease. So it damages the lining of your arteries, it destabilizes your plaque, and on top of that, it increases any risk of stroke and heart attack. And most people, usually they hear arteries or clogging your arteries, you put that in terms of cholesterol, right? If you have high cholesterol, bad cholesterol, most people don't even know what cholesterol is. They think, oh, my arteries are going to get clogged, something's going to happen from there. Well, guess what? If you are inflamed, your cholesterol can look fine and you can still be at risk for anything of this sort. But it doesn't stop your heart, right? This same inflammation, it can kill your recovery and blunt a lot of your muscle gain that you're working so hard to actually get. It can drain your recovery, so you feel flat regardless of trying everything to improve how you're feeling throughout your day. You feel flat, you can't fucking sleep, you can't get through your day past 4 p.m. because you are so inflamed and don't know about it, right? It's aging you faster, it's feeding more insulin resistance. This is an ongoing negative snowball effect that the more inflamed you are, right, that is coming from your body fat and immune cells, it's going to make you more insulin resistant. What does insulin resistance actually do? Well, it makes you worse at burning fat. If you're not as good at burning fat and your body can't oxidize that fat, what's going to happen? You're going to put on more body fat. And it's going to repeat this cycle on and on and on and again and again and again in just an ever-repeating cycle of you getting worse and putting yourself at more risk until it's actually a point of when and not if something will happen. And this is actually where we're getting to, right? You don't need to actually be blind going through this because it all matters from this one test where you can see everything that's going on. If there is a fire burning inside you that you don't know that is causing all of your symptoms that you've been dealing with, or if you're in a good range. And like I said, my client came to me 3 months ago. He was at a 5.2. A 5.2, and we dropped that down to where it is undetectable, literally undetectable in your body, where everything we're going over of risk of heart attack, risk of stroke, risk of heart disease, your energy levels feeling like shit, you can't recover, you can't sleep, your muscle growth and processes of that sort are all diminished, that goes away. That all fades away simply because you're paying attention to this one marker that we are pushing way down into the optimal level. But of course, you can't just see these numbers and, expect to know what you're talking about. So here's how I actually want you to read this scale. Sub 1 is exactly where you want it to be. This green area right here is optimal. That's where you're at low risk, if any at all. And that's where you want to be, right? Moderate is 1 to 3. And, it could be much better. It also could be much worse, right? And above 3 is pushing into this high risk, really concerning area that something is going to happen very soon if you don't actually make an effort to change. And the research, I'm going to be brutally honest with you on this, because anything above 2 is when your cardiovascular risk really, really starts to climb hard. And remember, that is smack middle of this moderate zone. So keep that in mind, that just because you might be moderate and it could be worse, that doesn't mean you're in the best position possible or even anywhere remotely close to it. And just like I said, my client came to me in one of the worst positions I've ever seen of someone's marker for their hs-CRP. And we didn't do anything crazy, but I'm going to tell you exactly what we did to actually get him down here. So how can you actually do the same thing? Well, it's simple. You start about finding what's driving yours. What are your specific factors for why you are inflamed, right? And the biggest thing that you can solve the easiest as well is your visceral fat, your excess body fat. Visceral fat isn't what's showing here. You can see I have abs and I have some subcutaneous fat here. This is called subcutaneous fat. It's a surface level fat. The visceral fat is what we're talking about here. This is what we're scared of because that's the fat around your organs. And if that is high, you have a lot of it, that puts you at a lot of risk in general across everything you could ever think of, whether that's inflammation or something totally separate that is not good for your body. Visceral fat is most likely one of the largest contributing factors to that. So following that, we have insulin resistance, high blood sugar, poor sleep, and even fifth, we have gum disease, sleep apnea, and smoking. Now, these 3 of insulin resistance, we'll go through one by one. Insulin resistance, we talked about a bit earlier in this video, because insulin resistance or sensitivity is one of the key factors in what you want to be paying attention to when losing weight. And a lot of people hear, insulin, they think of carbs immediately. And yes, of course, that has a very, very, very strong connection. But of what you want to be actually focusing on is what is the root cause of that. If you are insulin resistant and your insulin levels are super, super high, shown in the 15, 16 levels of your fasting insulin, right? Not glucose, but insulin, something's wrong. Whether it's diet, whether that's your sleep, whether that's your excess body fat, there's always something there that's pushing that higher. That's what you want to be paying attention to have the biggest return on your effort to bring those levels down. For your high blood sugar, that plays in directly with that as well. Chances are it's going to come back to normal as you lose weight. But poor sleep is very, very easy to fix. And that was the biggest thing for my client. But we realized for why his markers were so high, why his hs-CRP was so elevated, because he was sleeping 5 to 6 hours a night. Like, that's pretty fucking insane. This dude is a very, very busy business owner. He had to be able to coordinate his schedule properly so he could actually go about this, right? So when we fixed up the sleep, that's where we saw the biggest thing. That in combination with some fat, of course, and dropping that off, shredding him down, that's where results are really exponential. Of course, the best things for you to actually go about this is by stripping down the belly fat. No matter what you do, no matter what symptoms you're dealing with, whether you have achy joints, whether you have high estrogen, whether you are inflamed, if you cut down your fat, you will see more progress than anything else. Training both ways. You're not only lifting heavy in the gym, but you're also training your cardiovascular health. Whether you're walking or running, you are training to get in better shape and improve your lungs, improve your heart health, improve everything in terms of how you can actually improve your body and your physical health. Number 3, we actually programmed his diet and supplementation around that. So omega-3s, right? Fatty fish, a lot of healthy fats to support that, because that is one of the biggest drivers to actually bring down inflammation in your diet specifically. So that's how we did that. Fish oil is phenomenal. Literally, if you go 3 grams of EPAs and DHAs every day with your fattiest meal, you will see a great difference in that. And number 4, like I said, fixing his sleep. Now, we actually went a step further with this and included some peptides. And the one peptide that we saw was great was called DSIP. And this peptide called DSIP is delta sleep inducing peptide. It's one of my favorites. And this improves your delta stages of sleep, the delta waves, your deep sleep. And so what that does for him, even on like a 5 to 6 hour night of sleep, we could still be knocking out an hour and a half of deep sleep, which is where everything happens. That's where growth hormone production happens. That's where we actually recover and build, and our body needs that to actually do something with ourselves. And 5th is dentist and sleep apnea screening. Like I said, gum disease, most people don't really think about it, but it is something that very much plays in. So we're going to dentist, checking out how all that looks. And sleep apnea screening is also very important, which isn't applicable to him, but it very much could be to you. But the last piece isn't just going about this. And you're seeing everything that's working good. No, you need to retest and make sure what you're doing is actually working and actually continues to work. I retest my blood work, full panels, 120, 130, or sometimes even 140 markers every 90 days. And I would suggest the same to you. It is very easy, it is inexpensive, and it tells you everything that's going on with your body to actually understand what's going on. So when we see this, and 3 months from now, if that 0.2 or less than 0.2 has gone back up, something's wrong. Not only has this routine gone back to how it was before, but we know exactly what's going on and how we can change it, because we've been there before and we know how to do it again. And that's exactly what you need to know for your own future. So again, copy this word for word and apply it to yourself. This has been proven again and again and again for myself, for my clients, to be exactly how you need it to be for yourself. That is the beauty of it, that if you even put in a tiny bit of effort, you're going to understand exactly how to program for yourself. And that is all you need. So if you enjoyed and you want to see some more, hit the subscribe button, comment down below, hit that like button. If you want to see another type of video like this, maybe something different than inflammation, just let me know. Happy to give out as much as I can. And if you want to work with me, schedule out a free call, just first link in the description here. Happy to see you on there, and I'll see you guys soon.